Don't you give Benno Man a hard time, Marge. But you're such a good boy, Beanie. You're such a good boy, Beanie. Huh. How are you, Mom? Ready for me to do a talk? Good boy, Beanie. The goofy old bastard. Where's my brush? Here it is. Brush my hair real quick. It was all nice and orderly. Then I got tussled. I got rough around the edges. No. It just came out. I'll just fix it real quick. One thing I learned from the time I was little is that never have anything in life that like you can't live without. Whether it's a special snuffleupagus placemat or coveralls or monkums. Monkey. I had a stuffed animal named Monkey. Call them monkums. Never have anything in life that you needed to rely on so much because you could always lose it. In materialistic things, kind of things, right? Especially people, man, because you know coming into this world that nobody's making it out alive. People should know that from a very early age that although our spirits are immortal, our soul sacks are not. That they need to, I don't know, man. It's getting goofy out there. People are swinging on people all over. They're fighting everywhere. All ages. People are like just asking somebody for it. It's crazy. So I'm happy with staying home. Going out doing my stuff and then just coming right home. Hi, welcome to my tube. My name's Marge. I'm a Heyoka empath. I just like having these little talks on the way I feel about things. Called today's talk Spanish Fly. Spanish Fly was see, I knew it as a band in the 80s, 90s. Lisa, or it's an album name by Lisa and Colt Jam. And then I was scrolling through social media today and saw a little tidbit about how that creep, Bill Cosby, dude, I knew that guy was a creep when I was 2 years old. I'd walk up to the TV when he would be on and be like, bad eyes. I'd point the people that were that have whatever you want to call it, bad eyes. And he was a man that had bad eyes. And if you go back and watch like Kids Say the Darndest Things and stuff like that, where he was a host of, he hosted all these shows, because don't you know how valuable and how important his narcissistic opinion is. And they're all the same, man. These guys are a dime a dozen, and they act like they're the freaking greatest thing on earth. And a lot of these guys are sexual predators. And they're being, and the truth always comes out. Like that Danny dude from that 70s show, that guy just has always felt creepy to me. I mean, they're all like that. I mean, whenever you have people that just go around and do whatever they want whenever they feel like it, people have to ask themselves, is this in all areas of their lives? Usually it is. And it's everywhere, dude. It's not, I wish the world wasn't driven by chasing sensations. It is. And that Bill Cosby dude was talking about how Spanish Fly, how you just put a little bit on the drop of the end of a needle, like the drop of a needle, put it in a chick's drink, and then she's down to party. It's tools of manipulation. Anything that messes with fucking free will, people's free will, as far as I'm concerned, it has no place in this world. Unfortunately, the world would disagree with me because look at all the people that don't have any practical skills, but they can get people to freaking buy shit that they don't need. It's every marketer. It's every. Where you want to be, bud? Want to go up in the chair? Good boy. Good boy. Good boy. Come on. I'll help you. Good boy. Oh. You know, it's all tools of manipulation. It's all trying to sell people some. It's just a facade. Nonsense. And they've been doing this stuff for as long as I knew. You know, you play certain kinds of music, you put certain colors on the wall, it makes people shop more, it makes people eat more, it makes, you know, it's all tools of manipulation. People just love being manipulated, though. They love being manipulated into buying those six-figure cars, that $80,000 cars that, like, you drive what? How often do people really drive anymore these days? What's the matter, baby? It's okay. So here I'm thinking it's just the name of an album, and then I go up looking it up and see all this stuff about how it's an aphrodisiac Spanish fly, and I'm just like, oh, okay. Just more means. More means to take away people's free will. When is this? Is there ever going to be a world? I picture, when I do my meditate state and stuff like that, I picture a world where it's not so fucking creepy, dude. Where it's not run by a bunch of fucking perverts. That are, like, the only reason why they're in positions that they're in is because they're being blackmailed, or they blackmailed somebody else, and it's all, none of it's freaking viable to sustainable society. It's just all creepy and gross. What? Everybody has free will, right? It's just really absurd to see what the world has evolved into, what they've done with their free will. Just the fact that fucking Burning Man exists. And that people have done that every year for years. Like, you fucking people can't fucking find anything else better to do? Seriously? Because there's a lot of people that need just socks and shit, man. There's so many people. And I live in Taos, man. Every day I meet more. Because I'm walking the streets. I'm meeting people. I'm getting out in the community. I'm asking what it is, you know, how they got to be where they are, you know, and stuff like that. And to see the freaking, the blues. The blues without clues. That's what I'll call them. The clueless blues. The people of fentanyl's here. It's everywhere. You know? They just figure those people will just kill themselves off, you know? Not really sure what the fucking role the police serve where I live, because all they do is just, like, stand around when they have concerts in Kit Carson Park downtown. It's pretty absurd. It's pretty freaking lame. Like, they're like, you go down there and there's, like, I don't know, 25, 19, 20 cops on their bikes. There's freaking, you know, but it's like, but see, yet there's so much fucking crime in this small community. It's like, why do you guys even get paid? There's so many of you. You don't fucking stop drunk drivers, and when they do stop drunk drivers, I mean, the judges just let people. It's just, it's owned by, just like every place else. The city is owned by a small group of people. Unfortunately, the people that it's owned by aren't very smart. On a positive note, I did see some cool stuff today. Like, they are doing a road. They're fixing stuff that they should have fixed a long time ago. I'm just grateful and happy to see them fixing roads now. Like, they're fine, you know, they're not continually to slack off, right? Because they have all the money. I mean, there's signs everywhere. $20 million project, blah, blah, blah. This, this project, that, all these funds. It's just really disheartening to see so many things going undone for so long. Because it's like, because they spend the money. That's what they did in Sacred Hearts here. The pet rescue, it's a mess. Like, I don't know, you had a bunch of people that that like got paid to do a job that they didn't do, just like in so many other sectors and so many other places. There's like this woman that donated all this money to freaking spay and neuter. I think it was like $15,000 to spay and neuter 60 dogs. And they didn't do the work. They kept the money and they didn't do the work. And they have like so many employees and it accounts for like $1.2 million. They're not doing the work. And I did see something else today about somebody bringing a free spay and neuter clinic to the local community, which the community really, really needs. I'm making butter tonight. I'm decarbing the flour. So I decarb it first, and then I put it in with the butter, and then let it go overnight. So things are changing. Things are changing, which is a very good thing. They're starting to fix stuff that needs to be fixed, It's a lot of turnover. I just saw not too long ago, there's like, I could go down right now if I was able to be away for long periods of time. Go down right now and apply for the IT the IT position for the county, because they're looking for a director of IT. Yeah, and it's like, I could do that. I'm qualified to do things like that. When I was in 3D. Now I'm a stay-at-home daughter. Work from home daughter. And I'm okay with that, because the world is freaking goofy out there, man. It's so goofy. Like, I go in today, and it's just people are just like, they're like on automatic pilot. Is that Stan Lee? Hi, Stan Lee. It's starting to get cold in the morning here, and my joints and stuff are hurting in the morning, and so I gotta figure out how I can like turn on the heater so it warms up, because I don't want to use the freaking gas, because it's too early, and I don't want to use the propane because it's too expensive. So I need to get some timers for the plugs that I can find that will turn on, so I can turn them on, and then it'll warm up the room. So when I get up, but I can feel the arthritis like in my fingers and my feet, and I'm not ready for it. But I got an email from the VA today, because I gotta go have stuff freaking, because my feet are fucked. See, that's the thing though, is I have to go in and be like, okay, this is all the areas some days I can barely walk. Some days I walked just fine, but some days, like, I've had to crawl where I've left my shoes in mom's room, because I'll go and lay in mom's room, and and then I'll go to sleep out here, and I'll wake up and my feet hurt so bad that I've had to crawl back to get the shoes, because I need the cushion on the bottom of my feet. My feet are so messed up, and so I gotta have this addressed. But it's like, what I go in and I tell the doctor, I said, this is how I'm fucked. I'm constantly in pain. My pain level is always at like a 7 and an 8. I'm just always, but I have to power through. I don't have a choice a lot of times. So I'm not going to take any of the pills they're going to give me, because they fucking gave me pills before and it made me change my thinking, change my chemistry. And so won't do that, And it sucks that I got to go all the way down to Albuquerque probably to have this stuff taken care of. And that's 2 hours away. I think I got someone that I can have hang out with mom and let the dogs out And so I don't have to worry about that. Or they at least stay and hang out with the dogs, and then you want to go with me, Ma? To Albuquerque? I think they have a place for people that we can like stay for the appointment and stuff. I gotta find out about it. You know, it's like everybody wants to help. No, everybody wants to get paid for saying they fucking help veterans. You know, I'm still gonna be very very inconvenienced. I should just be able to go into the hospital or to the VA clinic here in Taos and to have fucking everything done right there. But nope. Fucking control freak dumbasses. That's the thing. Is just like I tell these people what they fucking are, you know, and then they get mad at me and they get their fucking feelings hurt and shit like that. And as soon as people get their fucking feelings hurt, get mad at me, take things personal, which they should do because I'm hitting a nail on the head. I'm just telling them how they are, and I understand that they don't like to hear how they are. So then that's when people are like, no, I'm not going to help you. And how many people don't get fucking basic shit that they need? This is stuff that should have been fucking addressed when I lived in Oregon. But the Oregon VA didn't give a shit. They just had me driving from fucking Salem to Portland down to fucking Eugene. And it's just like, so all these people, different fucking people in all these different offices can get paid. But I still don't get, the veteran, I still don't get what I fucking need. And it's just, you know, it's just how it is, Marge. Just how it is. Oh, the world ain't trying to do me no fucking favors. Making things easier for me. No. Just hasn't. So. In meditation, I do imagine freaking a world where fucking it's not run by a bunch of fucking perverts. There's that senator here that just died. I'm just like, you read the comments in any of the social media where this guy died, it's just like he was fucking friends with Epstein. He's just another freaking pervy scumbag. Dude, politicians don't do anything for everyday people. They are self-serving narcissists that are playing roles and that are getting paid exorbitant amounts of money, ridiculous amounts of money to be fucking puppets. Is anybody else tired of that? Anybody else tired of unqualified fucking people that don't have any viable or practical skills, that don't fucking know how to cook, change a tire, fucking be there for their family or kids, but they're gonna tell me how I need to fucking live my life? Anybody else sick of this shit? Anybody else sick of looking on the media and fucking seeing all these police that are just so grossly obese? It's just another group of people that are getting fucking paychecks for not doing jack shit. You didn't do your job. You got fat. I mean, like, when I was growing up, they called you guys pigs and shit, but I thought it was just because you were the resource hogs. But now, man, everywhere I look, it's gross. Gross misappropriation of funds. Gross abuse of power all over the place. Anybody that stands up and says, hey, that's not fair, then they get freaking thrown away as being the squeak, you know, it's like, oh, you're the antagonist. No! That ain't fair, man. There's too much shit that's going on this world that ain't fair. And people are going along just to get along. I'm not here fucking to make friends, man. I tried to make friends. My first AA sponsor, I used to say that all the time. I'm not here to make friends. And then it's just like, you know, I came to this realization, no, you need people in life. And now I'm coming back around to the part of the pendulum where it's like, no. It would be nice to have friends. It'd be nice to have confidants. It'd be nice to have, like, people, like, when I was sad, you know, or going through something hard, I could be like, hey, can I have a hug? That would be nice, but people don't fucking care. They only care about themselves. A guy knows feeding 24 dogs right now. Stray dogs. People can't even comprehend what that's like. I was feeding 24 cats where we move, but people don't know what it's like. Like, things get out of hand. Because people in positions of power and authority, they don't fucking care. And there's a lot of people in this world that there's no office of resource to fucking help them. See, because something that people don't realize. When people have fallen through the cracks of society, they don't have birth certificates. They don't have driver's license. And a lot of these offices and a lot of these cities and a lot of these states, the systems are so fucking old and so broken that even if you go through the appropriate channels, oftentimes people still get the response that they don't exist. Just because people drop the ball. The B system. The B system has got to go. The B system is flailing, though. I saw how, like, what was it, Lockheed and Martin? So, oh yeah, we'll make all these death machines. These, we'll make it so you can go to other countries and pay yourself hazardous duty and freaking kill people in places America doesn't have any business being in. You know what? They didn't do the fucking work either. It was time to deliver, and they didn't. They said, well, we're going to have to push that back until, like, April or May 2024. Yeah, we have a contract, but contracts don't mean anything anymore. Your word, saying you're going to do a job and completing it on time, and it only costing the price that people say, that shit's what happens in fairy tales now. That stuff don't happen in... The world is not what it used to be. Work ethic? Who has that? In Taos? You can't even get people to freaking, show up for their freaking shift to flip hamburgers. It's funny, and they want to bring all these tourists here. I want to bring people that I know to come visit me. I don't like tourists. Well, if I could get more people that I know to come visit, then that might make Taos a little bit more pleasant for me. Because freaking tourists suck, man. And all they do is they come here and they stuff themselves with all the local restaurants. And it's like the people that have grown up here their whole lives, they don't know what like real good food tastes like. They just know what the food that they've always eaten tastes like. So that's good, right? Consistency, I guess, that makes food good. No, to me. So and my friend, and then they like buy stuff at like the tourist shops and stuff like that. But there's no industry in Taos. There's no big business. There's no, like, that's why everybody drinks and frickin' does drugs and stuff. There's so much of it because there isn't anything like that to do, Well, I'd like to see more of the youth getting active and learning. Even if they don't stay here, I think everybody should move away from their hometown just to see that there's a world out there that is so much bigger than what they've been told. Just to see, hey, That's why I've lived here and be like, oh, this is how they do it here. That's cool. That's a cool thing, to do it like that. And then I live in places and it's just like you could tell what control freaks the people that, like when I lived in Omaha, the lady mayor, I think she's still the mayor. She sucks so bad. That's why I'm like, dude, all of these elections have been freaking, because nobody that sucks that bad is going to continually get elected. I mean, it's just not how it is, but the deck is stacked. And all over the place, the deck is stacked. That chick, man, she would never freaking dispatch out the plows. the snow plows, when it snowed heavy, she wouldn't, I mean, we'd get crazy snow, and it'd just be like, and then like she wouldn't send them out. I remember my ex, she lived in a neighborhood, and we had gotten a couple snowstorms came through, so there was a lot of snow. And what happens is that it melts underneath, and then it freezes, and then it snows, and so it snows on top of ice. And it had been 5 days, 6 days before they sent any kind of anything out. You know, they pay themselves for not doing the work, and then yeah, it's all money laundering. Ever since I was like 15, 16-year-old girl, I just looked at I'm like, dude, like corporations, businesses, organizations, they hire people that are, think like them, and want to act like the culture and go along with the crap that whatever they're for, as long as you're going to go along and get along. That has never been my personality in my life. I'm always the one, probably because I grew up in such a critical environment, but I'm always the one being like, why are they doing it like that? That's dumb. There's so many better, more efficient ways to do things, and then I start seeing, oh, they don't want it to work. And then I start seeing how and why they don't want it to work. Because, they want the junkies, they want the drunks, they want all that. It feeds their base system. If my heart's big enough and if other people's hearts get big enough, we could change this ideology, and that old way of thinking's dying off too. We're gonna have to make an earth that is freaking sustainable for all the sensitives, man. Because a lot of these little freaking kids, they are not equipped to live in a big, bad, scary motherfucking world that it is turning into. I could imagine those little boys that they're Montessori boys that cook and their mom sets up their kitchen and shit like that. Jonah and what's his brother's name? Carter? Them like driving with their mom and like cruising through like Atlanta where people are just out swinging on each other, or in New York City, strolling through with their stroller, and all these people are just going crazy, and people are lighting shit on fire, and like, I mean, the littles that are coming up now, they're very sensitive, very sensitive. So we might need to hurry up, because the way things are going, it's not headed for a place that's conducive to the energetic sensitives, And there's not enough fucking tough people on the planet to freaking to back up what people are trying to flex. Like America, our military, our readiness, it's shit. When the military isn't getting its planes and stuff, this country ain't ready. When frickin' the Navy is dismissing commanders left and right because they don't have any fucking faith to lead, that's a big, serious problem. America isn't the front runner any fucking more. It hasn't been for a while. I don't think America's been the front runner, like a world power, so to speak, since they started closing all the factories and letting China and Japan make all the stuff that we could have been making here the whole time. But people wanted to cut corners and cheat. And it became more about money and less than about personal integrity. Well, integrity isn't always good, man. Scumbags are living in their integrity every day when they tell you about what a scumbag they are and all the shit that they do to other people. They're living in integrity. It's not always, it's just people that their words and actions line up. Doesn't mean that their words and actions are what freaking God intended. Doesn't have anything to do with it. So I made a reel yesterday. I started doing those recently. And I go to this restaurant in town and get these chicken shawarmas. So I was like, I hadn't had one in probably 3 weeks or so. And I was like, man, I'm really craving one. And then I went and got one. And I think I'm just going to learn how to make them. I'm going to learn how to make I got a breakfast burrito today, and it wasn't as rad. But chicken shawarma is rad. It's awesome. It's great. I loved it. And then I went this morning for a breakfast burrito, and it was like, I don't know, it wasn't rad. But I need to go tomorrow and get potatoes. So I'm just gonna make breakfast burritos, huh, Ma? That's the way to do it. Make my own Moroccan potatoes. All right. Except I can't ever get the burritos, the tortillas like I got last time. I gotta remember. Because they're just nasty, gross. I don't like those tortillas. They were not good, so I should just learn how to make my own tortillas. All this stuff, huh? I'm going to make us some soup, I think. I'm going to make us some cabbage soup. I went and got us a nice meal every few weeks or so. I got a chicken shawarma last night, but chicken shawarma, it's a chicken wrap. Yeah, it's like on pita bread and mixed greens and like balsamic glaze and chicken and yeah, I don't like gyros. I don't like lamb. That's just in my mouth. A lot of people do, but I don't know. I sent it to the lady who owns the restaurant. We were I don't know, acquaintances, I guess. I don't know. I think people use the words friends too loosely. I tried, but I guess I don't know. I probably anyway. So but I know she never even commented on it. She didn't even say anything. I'm just like, really? You just like I mean, you could even tell me you don't like it. You know what I mean? Anything? Like, I just like, why don't I ever fucking get feedback from people? You know? I get criticized a lot. I have been criticized a lot. Actually, on my YouTube channel, I don't even get criticized. People will just not watch me. They will not say anything about their opinions to me, kind of thing. Like, a lot of people get trolled and people talk shit and stuff like that. I don't get that. People don't do that to me. So I guess I should just consider myself pretty fortunate, huh, Mom? Huh. So I do have to go get a couple things tomorrow that I forgot, like a bag of potatoes. It's just there's so many people everywhere. I just freaking hate. So I like going in. Like this morning, I went in at 8:30 before Mom got up. Then I got home like it was like 10:30, and Mom had gotten up. I left the TV on for her. Then I got some cereal that I found out isn't very good. I guess there's all kinds of freaking toxic crap that they put in Cheerios. Yeah. So that's discouraging. Yeah, and you're an older people, so I gotta be careful about your diet. Stanley. Jeez, that's why it's important to pray over your food, huh? Because, man, they put, especially where in America, man, it's like, because you gotta make sure all the guys the people that make the preservatives, you gotta make sure that they get paid and that their kids can go to any college they want and their wives can fucking do whatever, buy whatever they want. See, that's what, every time I look at, like, ingredients, it's like, it's all for the beast system. The beast system doesn't have anything to do with taking care of people. It's about certain groups getting paid a lot, and then the things that they do make people sick, which drives the whole medical industry. I mean, think about how much I heard something today, and it was like, oh my God, that's right. They were talking about the that what's that guy's name? He's a doctor, and I guess he like did a 180 during COVID. Dr. John Campbell. I've been listening to his talks about a year or so, maybe longer. I didn't know his channel was so ginormous, but he did a talk the other day. I actually posted it on my Facebook page because the world. Hold on, I don't want to hear this. I just want to go to his. Channel. World Council for this was yesterday. The World Council for Health expose evil. So he talks about what did he said one statistic, and I was like, did he just? And I played it back and listened to it again. I'm like, he just said that 50% of the IP addresses in the United States have some sort of child pornography on them or something like that. I was like, see, that wasn't the circumstances of what you know. And then he was talking about how some of these young girls are made to have sex with upwards of 50 men a day. I fucking hate. They call themselves sex addicts. It's like keeping your fucking pants, you know? Oh, we can't control yourselves. Then castrate your fucking self. Okay? See, because I'm one of those people that got raped as a baby. And a lot of people, and mine wasn't the circumstance. I remember the police report. I read it when I was 13 in junior high. And it wasn't related to child pornography. That's why a lot of people do that, because a lot of people like to record it because their friends like to watch this shit. The fact that so many people get fucking off, get aroused, get excited, get a thrill off of anybody being violently accosted. And yet so many people are, and so many of these people are running cities and states and counties, and you know, they work in schools, and you know, and a lot of people know that people are creeps. They just don't say nothing. And they say stuff, they still don't say nothing. I never understood the non-reporter. I see something, I say something. See something, say something. I'm not freaking I'm not living on this planet to protect scumbags. I'm not. And there's too many of them. And there's so many people that need to be oh so embarrassed. Right? Yet but if you talk about it, then you're what? You're talking about somebody. No, you know what secrets are? Secrets are things that people shouldn't fucking be doing and doesn't want the rest of the world to know about. That's what secrets are. I don't anybody that in the world. I tell all of my secrets on here. I don't have secrets. People can go in, dig up my history, look wherever you want, find whatever you want. You're not going to find anything that I haven't mentioned on this channel in the last 6.5 years in over 2.2 thousand videos. So, yeah. As I look around the world, I'm like, dude, I could see, man. I could see people's secrets. I can see what they hide. I'm an empath. I'm a Heyoka. I'm an energetic sensitive. I'm a psychic. I'm intuitive. I got the ability of freaking telekinesis. I'm all the woo-woo shit that people don't want to believe exists. I'm not even as much as what other people are, cuz I don't do all the cheater shit. I don't freaking get books and do spells and freaking and cheat and freaking and manipulate people and get people to act how I want them to act and maybe, you know, get them to fall in love with me or do all that shit. You know why? Because I don't mess with free will. You don't mess with people's free will. I don't live this life for this life. I live this life for the life after. So people can say whatever they want about me. They can say I'm a big old meanie, I'm a big old jerk. They can do whatever they want. There's a lot of people out there that have known me for a long time, and that can just verify actions that I've taken in my life that set me aside from all the rest, because I never ever really wanted to be like them. That's about all I got for now. Hope you have a rad day. Peace.